dog whistle for lies.
If you're ready for just plain, straight talk about events of the day and the real facts to back it up,
join me, Joe Reinhardt, and Ed Golly every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. for the Voice of Reason.
Right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Thinking about starting your own business? Then you need to listen to the Entrepreneur Opportunity Hour every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. There's nothing more rewarding than starting your own business. Gene and Mr. Dukes will bring you tips and advice from themselves and other entrepreneurs that will help you get started. Have you already started your own business? Then call in and share your story to help other entrepreneurs. That's the Entrepreneur Opportunity Hour every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hey, you new to the area or just want to know about the best hidden gems and upcoming events? Stay tuned. Be Local Buzz with Devin takes you to these places, introduces you to the best businesses, and tells you about upcoming buzz. Preset your radio to Tan Talk 1340 AM or 106.1 FM every Thursday from 4 to 5. That is the Be Local Buzz with Devin on Tan Talk 1340 AM and 106 FM every Thursday from 4 to 5. Looking forward to speaking with you.
Show me the money.
It's the Employment Opportunity Hour with Gene Hodge every Thursday night from 7 until 8.
So the purpose of the show is to help you out there to find something that you enjoy doing instead of a job. And at the start of the show, I normally give out a formula, which I know will guarantee you to find the type of job that you want right now.
Find out the formula to an enjoyable job with Gene Hodge's Employment Opportunity Hour every Thursday night from 7 until 8 here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Show me the money.
Hi, this is your crypto coach, Michael R., and I'll be sitting down every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 on this radio station, the Tan Talk Radio, with Professor Robert Thomas. You need to know about cryptocurrency. If cryptocurrency is the future is now. And everybody needs to get familiar with what's coming because it's going to affect your life. We're going to show you how to do this with ease. We're going to show you how to do this with profit. We're going to help you improve your life, become wealthier, and make your money go even further. Tune in Saturday on this channel, 10 to 11.
Tampa Bay's Tan Talk. Entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
We get it almost every night. When that moon is big and bright, it's a supernatural delight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. Here is out of sight. They don't bark, they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep things light. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. It's so good, good, good. Staying by. So good. Reach out, oh, with red and seed. Reach out, with red and seed. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the car.
Hello, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Reach Out with Ray and Steve. And, of course, if you watch us at all, you know that we are the show where East meets West and where the Yankees meet the Dodgers, where baseball meets music, and we all come together for our community. And all right, everybody. Well, actually, before I bring them on, I just got back from London, and I was really blessed to play the organ, the mighty Hammond organ at Yankee Stadium a few years ago. Thanks to my buddy Ray Negron for setting that up. But this weekend, I got to play another amazing organ, and this was the grand organ, the pipe organ at Royal Albert Hall in London. And I think we better start with that. Here we go. All right, with that setup, let's bring on Ray and Steve. Are you guys there?
I am here. Ray is managing a team out in New York somewhere, so he'll join us momentarily. But I love that smile after you performed. How proud of a moment was that?
That was a pretty amazing. That organ is so majestic, so massive. When it was built, it was built in the 1800s. I think it said 1871, didn't it?
Yeah.
And when it was built, it was the biggest organ in Europe, and it's majestic. And I guess I should have played "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Yeah, you could have done that, but you didn't go wrong with what you were playing. I have a question: was the organ built earlier than you became a Dodger fan? Which came first?
Well, I guess I could have played "Let's Go Dodgers, Let's Go." But
you know what?
Yeah.
What an absolute blessing that you had to perform over in the UK. It must have been one of your highlights of your career, really.
Yeah. You know, whenever we play, we've played Royal Albert Hall. I've been playing over in the UK and London in particular for almost 50 years. But we've played the Royal Albert Hall a number of times. And that venue is my favorite place to play in the whole ever. And it's one of the most amazing, iconic venues in the world. Every great classical composer since the 1860s or 1870s has performed in there. All the great, performers, conductors, composers. And then along that, all of the rock groups, from the Rolling Stones to the Beatles to Led Zeppelin and on and on and on to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. We've performed there, I don't know, probably 9 or 10 times through the years.
Wow. But what a blessing that is to do that after the pandemic. And I know you have a special video treat that we're going to see real soon in the show. But we started the whole show off with Sarah Nimitz. Talk about your friend Sarah.
Wow. Well, this girl is a genius girl. I call her the genius girl because she's as big a genius as anybody that I've ever known in this music business. I mean, she really is extraordinary. And she's been in Europe, I think, for about 2 months.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to seeing her. I have not seen her or talked to her for a long, long time. And
she has a New York City residency coming up. She's going to be performing at El Coro on July 20th to August 13th. It's almost 3.5 weeks in New York City.
wow. Well, you guys are going to have to go down there. Maybe you could do a reach out show from there.
Yeah, we're going to have to get her on board. We'll have to ask her right on the show tonight. So she happily came on the show, and we're so thankful. We love her very much. You and her did our intro. And for tonight, it's no longer Reach Out with Ray and Steve. It's just Reach Out because, Robbie, you've earned your pinstripes.
Are you saying you've earned your Dodger blue?
I know I didn't say that. You just said that.
Oh, I said that. Okay, yeah.
But you know what? You know who tops all of us off? You, Ray, Sarah, is our Broadway star, Carmine.
Oh, Carmine's a rock star, man.
He's going to be on Broadway again tomorrow night. Carmine, can you jump on for a little bit? Alone, musical and concert Alone by Dean Tyler Kay, June 28th to July 7th. And July 7th is tomorrow night. Whoa, he's got the shades on.
Hey, his future looks bright. He's got his shades on.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen. Thank you very much for the shout out for Alone. Thank you so much.
Wow. Well, I know
Looking
you have a
good
few
there.
minutes. He's given us a few minutes of his time to come on the show. I can't believe it.
That's amazing. He probably had to fight a big crowd of autograph seekers just to get here.
Pushed them all out of the way. I dove right through the crowds, made it here right on time. 7 o'clock on the dot.
Perfect.
Always.
That's right. So, Carmine, this show Alone, you performed last week and now tomorrow night. Talk about what kind of feeling it is to jump on the stage on Broadway.
Oh, such an exhilarating feeling. You know, each and every year I'm just working and striving harder and harder to tell people stories and to keep evolving as an actor. So to be on the big Broadway stage, you know, it's just an amazing experience. Dean Tyler Kay is one of my best friends from high school, and he's directed, wrote this whole entire musical, and he has this vision, and it's just amazing. I'm so glad to be on the journey with him. It's way more of a passion project coming from him.
Super cool.
It's super cool. I mean, Broadway, UK, Yankee Stadium, and then you got me kind of like, helping people's minds. I don't know what that means, but we're all in it together.
We need you, Steve. We need you, brother.
What are we going to do without you, Steve?
There we go. We thanks for the love. I was fishing a little bit there, so thank you guys. It worked. It worked. But you know what? We have to do the baseball standings. We have to add 2 more teams here. Let's go with the Mets. How are the Mets doing these days? 50-31, second best team in New York. How about the Rays? What are the Rays doing right now? 44-37, they're on the rise. How about Sarah's going to be on the show? How about the Cubbies? 33-48. Cubs win? Question mark. And they're not winning too much. And let's go with the Dodgers. Not bad, but not the best.
They're second best, right?
And let's go with the very best, the New York Yankees, 58-23. Don't get better than that. We're hoping for a Yankees-Dodgers World Series, right, Robbie?
That's right. We're planning on it. I'm not hoping for it. I'm just planning on it. I think I should already buy my tickets.
I think so. Well, you got the Dodger uniform all ready to go. And I heard when you were in the UK, you bumped into a couple of Dodger fans there.
I do that wherever I go, I bump into Dodger fans. It's amazing because I used to say the Dodgers were America's team, but now I have to expand on that. The Dodgers are the world's team because what do you think? I get over to England. What do I see? Dodger hats. Check this out.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere I see Dodger hats.
I think you see it in your mind, Robbie.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. No, it's amazing that I see these Dodger hats all over the place. And as a matter of fact, I had a chance. Well, look at this.
Oh.
That's at the London Heathrow Airport. Do I see Yankee hats? No. Do I see any other hats? I see Dodger hats in the window at London Heathrow Airport.
You didn't take that out of your suitcase and put them on those mannequins?
No.
All right. Well, you know what? Dodgers and the Yankees, they're looking for a crash course. But Carmine, come on back real quick. How can people get tickets for tomorrow night's show?
For tomorrow night's show, we have a discount. It's Alone 35. So we have a 35% discount for anyone who's trying to come join last minute and come check out the show. Please, everyone. come
Cool.
support the show. It's an amazing show.
I'm going to see if Ray can pick me up in his private jet, and I'll come out.
Oh, we got to see if he has the time. He's all over the
Yeah,
place. He
I
can't even
know,
make
he's
a
so
straight
busy.
show.
Ray's
Yeah.
doing movies. He's managing. He's working with the Yankees. He's doing shows. He's doing all kinds of things. He's saving the world. I mean, this guy's
He
amazing.
does.
Oh, gentlemen, I'm so sorry. My fans are calling me. I have to run.
All right.
Okay.
Don't let
All
him
right.
mob you.
Don't forget you do. Oh, there we go. Alone, musical in concert, Alone by Dean Dial K, June 28th through July 7th. That's tomorrow. Carmine just said it. 35% discount. Got to come downtown New York City on Broadway. Check out Carmine. Great guy, humbled, beautiful actor. He's got such a bright future, just like Sarah. Unbelievable young people.
Absolutely. Both of them, their stars are so bright that, I see Carmine was wearing his shades. So
Yeah. And Sarah, you say she's a genius. She is a genius. She's on social media. She's in Europe. She's putting new songs together. We're going to hear her new single, Look Out, later on in the show. I can't wait to bring her on. And we're really going to settle the test here. Is New York pizza better than Chicago pizza? We're going to have to figure that out. I always ask her. I'm hoping she changes her mind. But July 4th just passed, 4th of July. And on July 4th, George Steinbrenner's birthday was July 4th. And we all know the story, how Ray Negron got started with the New York Yankees. It was that gentleman right there, George Steinbrenner, took him out of a cell when he wrote graffiti on Yankee Stadium, read him the riot act, but then made him a Yankee bat boy in 1973. And for almost 50 years now, he's been with the New York Yankees as a consultant, administrator. He's written 5 books. He's been in plays and movies. But more importantly, he's a great soul that makes this world a better place each and every day.
boy, that was well said, because he is. He brings light every day to somebody.
That's right. And also on this day, Lou Gehrig, July 4th, gave that special speech. Let's check it out real quick.
First baseman Lou Gehrig hung up an amazing mark by playing in 2,130 consecutive games. Then a fatal disease attacked baseball's Iron Man. In Yankee Stadium, touched to tears by the tribute, Gehrig made his last public appearance.
For the past 2 weeks, you've been reading about a bad brag. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Great moment.
One of the most profound moments ever in all of sports, and it's depicted so well by Gary Cooper in my opinion, the greatest baseball movie ever, and that's The Pride of the Yankees.
That's right. That was 1939, July 4th. But in 1983, another Yankee moment took place, a no-hitter by Dave Righetti. Let's check it out real quick.
He sets the kick and the pitch. He struck him out. Righetti has pitched a no-hitter. Dave Righetti has pitched a no-hitter. He strikes out Boggs for the final out of the ball game. And the Yankees pour on the field to congratulate Dave Righetti.
Amazing.
You know, that's the Yankee moments. I was trying to find the Dodger moments. I couldn't find any on 4th of July.
You know what? I think, though, one I can talk about, and Rick Monday saving the flag, and he wasn't on the Dodgers, but it happened in Dodger Stadium, and the next year he became a Dodger, and the Dodgers saluted him for that. But he saved the American flag from these protesters who were trying to burn it in center field.
That's right. Well, we have a special guest that's going to be on the line, Sandy Alomar Sr., and he has 2 sons, Roberto Alomar and Sandy Alomar Jr.,
Yes.
Great baseball players. But before we bring Sandy on, because he is a humanitarian, he does great work for Puerto Rico and people around the world, and he lets the young people kind of dictate some things. He empowers them. And we're going to show a little clip of a young person interviewing Sandy Alomar. Let's check it out.
Hey, what's up, guys? Eli Fishman from TalkingBall.net and YouTube, Eli Fishman Sports. Back with another interview. Today I'm happy joined by Major League legend, current Major League Baseball coach, Sandy Alomar Sr. Mr. Alomar, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you, Neil, just for having me here.
Thank you so much for coming on today. So you've been coaching for a while in professional baseball now. What do you think of, the opportunity to teach younger kids in professional baseball how to play the game the right way?
Well, this is an outstanding. The opportunity has been there, and I've been doing it, and I really enjoy it. I want them to have an easy path into their career, into their dream, and I think that if they understand more about themselves and realize that they need to have confidence, believe in themselves, and trust themselves, that they will be able to achieve their dreams.
What's the big...
Wow, that kid is good.
He's good. You feeling old yet, Robbie?
No, he's about the same age as me. I'm 19. He can't be too much younger than that.
There we go. With Sandy Alomar, when I met him for the first time, thanks to our friend Ray Negron in spring training down in Florida, I spent some time with him, and he told me about a lot of life's lessons, really, and beyond the baseball field. And I learned so much from him in the short time I got to spend with him. We've been friends, and he gives out devotionals each and every day for people around the world, and he includes me on that list. So I'm very thankful and blessed. He's going to join us by phone right now. Sandy, are you there, sir?
I'm here, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so very much, Sandy. And say hello to Robbie Robinson. Ray will be joining us soon, but he's actually managing a baseball team, and they're actually winning. And it's called the Munson Disciples. And Sandy, you have two great sons that are in baseball, but you have a great family. Talk about your family real quick.
Well, Steve, we had a unique family. We always unify. We love each other. And we always try to stay humble and realize that we are not above anybody else. We just talk about life and talk about how should we express ourselves against other people, and never to minimize the other people.
I love it.
And Sandy, talk about how proud you are of your two sons in baseball, but also your wife and your grandchildren. And we saw a little interview snippet from a young person. So you're always empowering and encouraging others that are around you.
Yeah, well, my pride about my kids is how they became as a human being. The pride, I just give it to my wife, because she was the one that was always there with them. While I was playing, she had to be with them, and she promotes great stuff to them. So the things that I do for the younger kids is just to make sure that they learn a lot about themselves. Because when you learn about yourself, you know exactly how you should approach. And the biggest problem human beings have is how to deal with other people, because they just don't know how to deal with obstacles, and the criticism. So if you know yourself, you know how to deal with all those obstacles. So that's what I try to make them understand, to learn more about themselves so they can deal with the negative stuff that will be coming into them.
When you were talking to great Sandy Alomar Sr. here on Reach Out, and Sandy, when you look back on your baseball career, what's one of your highlights that you are very fond of?
Well, if I tell you, you have to always, you should always talk about the first day that you make it to the big league. And the biggest highlight that I had outside of that was the All-Star game in 1990, where my son Sandy, Robbie, and myself were at it. I was coaching for the National, Robbie was playing for the National, and Sandy was playing for the American League. To me, that's one of the biggest highlights.
How cool was that? Wow.
It's amazing. And when you see, I know These are Hall of Fame careers, both your sons, and
Yes.
big games, big time players. And you were a big time player too. And we have to show this clip. We're going to make this a Yankee show. I'm sorry, Robbie. But Chris Chambliss hit this home run. You were on deck. And let's show a little clip of the Chambliss home run in 1976 that put the Yankees in the World Series against the Big Red Machine.
Art Littell delivers high drive, hits it right center field.
That's gone.
It is gone.
Chris Chambliss has won the American League pennant for the New York Yankees. A thrilling, dramatic game with overtones of that great sixth game in the World Series a year ago, and then the seventh game too. What a way for the American League season to end. A spunky young Kansas City team. Look at them mob Chris Chambliss. What a season he has had. What a series he has had.
Sandy, that moment, there's a picture out there with you, Thurman Munson, and Chris Chambliss when he hits that ball. Amazing moment.
I was jumping up in the air.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, I was jumping up in the air, way up high, man. That's a big thrill, going into the World Series after that.
When did the feeling of excitement turn to fear?
Well, when you saw all those fans coming into the field, and Chambliss couldn't even go around the bases, and I saw Nettles open space, with the bat, because that's the only way that we could get into the clubhouse. I mean, people was mobbing everyone there, and it was tough.
That's right.
Pretty wild. Can Sandy hear me?
Yes.
Sandy, I have a question for you, sir. I always ask anybody who played in those days. Did you ever face Sandy Koufax, the other Sandy?
Yes. I faced Sandy Koufax right there, Gibson, all those guys.
How was that? Well, how was it batting against Sandy Koufax? I like to ask people.
What?
How was it?
Just like every other hitter will actually tell you, wasn't that easy. Sandy had a fastball that the ball would rise. I had a curveball that it looked like a fastball and just dropped down, like coming from the sky. Besides that, he had a great changeup. And everybody had to know how hard he used to throw. So wasn't easy to hit.
Amazing. Yeah, I heard Yogi Berra's comment was that hitting off Sandy Koufax was like drinking coffee with a fork.
I'm telling you, it wasn't easy. Especially Yogi, that was a left hand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I remember when he used to play against us, and he used to pitch to Mac Jones. He used to throw a breaking ball that the ball would bounce about 10 feet in front of the plate, and Mac was swinging over here because the ball seems to be like the fastball. All of a sudden, he just dropped and bounced over there. Mac was swinging over here. It's amazing.
Amazing.
Wow.
You really had an amazing career yourself, but then on top of that, to have your two sons be such great baseball players, you must be one proud father.
Well, just like I said earlier, I didn't take pride for their abilities because everybody comes with their abilities. They work hard just to develop them. My pride, that pride I give it to my wife, on building them. I put my word on how they should respect and have discipline for the game, and how they should play the game properly. We used to sit in our house, my wife, my daughter, and them too, talking about baseball until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Awesome.
And we would teach. We would talk baseball about how to win games, what we should do to understand how to beat the opposition, and things like that. Because in the old days, people used to play with the scoreboard.
Uh-huh.
People knew the situation, counts, hitters, how the pitcher will pitch you more likely, or how you should play in defense, how you should run the bases, where you should throw, and because of that, listen, I'm not taking nothing away from the game right now, but the whole thing is that the player, most of the players, don't really observe the game on their own.
Yes.
And I have always said that the difference between the superstar and the average player is not their ability, it's the mental approach to the game.
Wow.
The superstar is always observing on how to take advantage of the opposing players, while the regular players just look at the game, but a lot of times miss a lot of stuff.
Very powerful.
That's the only difference. Yeah.
Well, Sandy, we have a special. There we go. Ray Negron has
Manager Ray Negron.
He finally show up.
Yeah. So, Ray, say hello to your friend Sandy.
Sandy is my brother and my mentor, my first true mentor with the Yankees, and a man that I owe a lot to, a lot.
You don't owe me nothing, Ray. You just did. You were a good listener, and you apply well.
Well, all I know is that America should know why he has one son in the Hall of Fame and the other one in the Cleveland Indians Hall of Fame. And that would not have happened without first Maria, Sandy's wife, who was incredible, and then Sandy, because he was an inspiration to those boys and to so many of us.
That's right. So, Ray, when you first met Sandy as a little tight back then, what's your first thought, when he took you under his wing?
That, number one, he was Sandy Alomar, and he was like the coolest guy. I remember going to Tommy Agee's club with Sandy, and it was incredible that he was such a great dancer. So I knew that I better learn how to dance in order to keep up with him.
Well, did you?
And no, I never did, because him and his son Robbie were incredible dancers. And let me just say that Willie Randolph would never have been Willie Randolph without Sandy Alomar.
Wow.
And that's the truth. That Mr. Steinbrenner kept Sandy on the Yankees for an additional year just so that he could mentor Willie Randolph.
Wow.
And I must also add that Billy Martin thought that Sandy Alomar was one of the most intelligent baseball man in the business at that time. And I remember in 1977, the first time we played the Texas Rangers, Billy Martin said to Sandy, "I'm sorry that we didn't keep you an extra year," But I know that Billy meant it.
Wow. Those are great words, Sandy.
Ray, I actually respect Billy. I love to play with Billy. Billy, he was a great mentor, and I love him because he will tell you exactly how he was. And he let you be. The only thing that Billy never wanted was a guy just to give him an excuse. He said, if you messed it up, you messed it up.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I love to play for him.
Wow. Well, Sandy, thank you for sharing some moments with us. You're an amazing man. Ray's introduced me to so many people, but two of my favorite people are on this screen right now, Robbie Robinson and Sandy Alomar Sr. I thank you so very much, sir, for the amazing work that you do, and God bless you and everything that you do and your beautiful family.
Thank you, Steve. Love you guys. Take care.
Thank you. Sandy Alomar Sr. Doesn't get better than that, guys, right?
You're right about that. Amazing.
I got to get back to this game. We're in a 5-4 ball game in the 8th inning. So, again, thank you, Steve, and thank you, Robbie and Frankie Valli and everybody in that world. And thank you. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Well, go win a game, but maybe they can win. If you stay here, they might have a better shot at winning. I don't know.
You see, he's wearing Dodger blue.
I hate to say that you're right, Robbie, but anyway, let me try. Goodbye.
All right, bye. So, Robbie, introduce our another amazing guest right now.
Oh, man. When it comes to talent, this young lady has as much as anybody I've ever seen. This young lady is a genius on multiple levels. She sings, she writes, she produces. She's an extraordinary video editor along the lines of Steven Spielberg. I cannot say enough good things about her. I'm happy to call her my friend. And ladies and gentlemen, put your virtual hands together for none other than Sarah Nimitz.
Yeah. Wow. It looks like you just hit a grand slam home run, Sarah.
It's so good to see you both. And Robbie, thank you for the awesome introduction. A genius, Robbie Robinson.
Wow. Sarah, talk about your relationship with Robbie Robinson first. Let's start off with that.
Robbie Robinson and I have been friends for, it's got to be at least 10 years, probably maybe longer. We met through church and through the Jam for Jesus concert that happens every year. And I was just always in awe of his musicianship. And I remember we've jammed at the church, we've jammed at retirement centers and convalescent homes and over at Trinity. And Robbie is just one of my favorite musicians. And just not just because he is an expert of the keys, but because he is a really great person. So I'm a big fan.
Wow.
I'm the head. Well, I'm in her fan club. I know that.
Well, this is Reach Out, and we're on Tan Talk. We're broadcasting live to 3.5 million people here in Tampa, Clearwater, and St. Petersburg. And we had to get Sarah on because you've been in Europe this whole time. Talk about that whole experience.
Oh, it's been a great experience, and I was so happy that you invited me to be on the show. I just got back home 2 days ago. Here's a picture in France. We played 30 some odd shows in over 15 countries, just living on the tour bus, going from place to place, and really it was amazing to be reunited with live audiences again and just to be in the world again. It was a great experience.
Robbie was talking about his performance recently in the UK. Talk about that interaction you had with all the different audience and your fans in Europe over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, it was great. The audiences, I don't know. I'd be curious to hear what you thought, Robbie, but I thought the audiences were just as amazing as ever and maybe even more fired up because you could tell people hadn't been to see live music in so long. So it was just so special. So there was just energy. Of course, every city, every venue has a different energy, but it felt extra special to me to be able to be back after so long.
I concur. You know what? That was my experience too. We did not do what did you say? 30 shows in 15 days or 15 shows, and we did.
It was a pretty aggressive schedule for sure.
Yeah. We have our lead singer is 88 years old, so we didn't stick up with that. But
yeah.
But the audiences were extraordinary. They were hungry. It was a big love fest, and so I agree. I think everybody was ready to rock and roll. But I've been seeing that all year in our touring around the States already so far. So I think people are ready to rock and roll again.
I agree. Let's rock.
Yeah.
And Sarah, you have that unique relationship with all your fans out there on social media, the music that you put out. And we're going to hear your new single, Look Out, at the end of the show tonight. But what does your fans mean to you over time and that daily connection that you have with each and every one of them?
Oh, my gosh. They mean everything. I mean, we call it the friend club because I feel weird saying fan club because the people that I've connected with online and the community that has been formed. I mean, I talk to the friend club more than I talk to, some friends and family members. It really just is such a unique community, and the people that listen to our music are the people that make it possible to, you know, to do what we do. So I'm really grateful. I think it's all thanks to them.
And do you get nervous up there performing when you go up there for new crowds, or do you deal with that anxiety, or you just do what you do?
You know, I don't. There's, like anyone, there's offstage anxiety. I feel more nervous going to order a Starbucks or something. You know, you're standing in line going to order coffee and you're thinking, okay, the large iced coffee. And then they say, how are you doing? And I'm like, iced coffee. So I don't know. I find day-to-day life has more stresses than stage. When I'm on stage, that's when I'm just completely at ease. And I really feel that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So
we've talked about that before too, and I know Sarah that she was born for the stage, and I know when she walks on the stage, she feels totally at home, and she always commands the crowd. But Sarah, tell the audience how young you were, your first performance on stage, singing a duet with one of the greatest singers in the world at the time.
Yeah, I guess I was really lucky to be introduced to the stage in such a positive way. My first concert that I went to, I was 4, and it was a BJ Thomas concert in Illinois. My parents took me, and I was just singing along in the audience, and he invited me up on the stage, I think just because he was wondering, who is this kid that's singing along? And I got to sing with him, and it was amazing. It felt like the most natural thing in the world. So I've just kind of gone from there. And as a kid, I remember I went to the next concert and I went, oh, do I get to sing at that too?
Yeah, exactly.
And my parents are like, no, that's not how it works. You got to get your own gig. But
I mean, and let me underscore that for the audience. 4 years old. You were 4 years old. This young lady was 4 years old, and she's singing a duet with BJ Thomas. I mean, absorb that for a minute. That's just amazing.
Yeah, we had a couple of people just drive off the side of the road there in Florida, understanding that. So that, you know, but that experience, Sarah, has made you who you are today, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, maybe in an alternate universe, he didn't bring me up on the stage, and now I would be like an accountant or something. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's very important. But
I think that was orchestrated. I don't think that experience made her what she is today. I think she was made for that experience.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
I like that, Robbie.
Could
you see yourself doing anything other than music, Robbie? I mean, could you imagine yourself?
I could have baseball. You know what? I could have been a contender, but I didn't. You know,
shortstop,
so I decided.
Or what would
actually,
be your
I was
position?
a pitcher. Believe it or not, pitcher and third base.
Okay.
When I was 14 years old, I made the decision to quit baseball and go into music. That's when I became a professional. And I remember having a lunch with a friend of mine, or talking with a buddy of mine at the time. You're going to quit baseball? Are you crazy just to go into music? You know?
I was going to say, wow, yeah, baseball, that's a tough industry. But then I thought, oh, music is too. Yeah, I guess you just gravitate toward difficult, highly competitive industries.
Well, I'm excited to hear your record. I haven't heard anything yet. I haven't had a chance to hear your new record. I want to sit down with the whole album where I can really spend some time and listen to the whole thing. But tell the audience about your new record.
I just finished up a new record, worked on it during the end of the pandemic, and then also somewhat while I was on the road, finished up some vocals, and we listened to the mixes. And I just got the masters back on my flight back from Turkey 2 days ago. So I'm so happy with how it's turned out. I worked on it with my collaborator, a guitarist and amazing producer named Linda Taylor. And the album is finished. So nice. I'll send it to you, Robbie, and to you too, Steve, so you guys can hear it.
Do you have anything we can play? Do you have anything we can play for the audience?
I do. I have the first single is out. The album will be coming out later in the year, but the first single is available now, and it's called Locks. And I believe Steve has the audio.
Yeah, we're gonna play that at the end of the show. But I have 2 questions for you. I mean, we'll always talk about the Yankees and the Dodgers. What's going on with your Cubbies?
My Cubbies. You know what? I'm sad to say I have not been able to watch baseball while I've been on the road. So I'm totally out of the loop. Fill me in. Are we doing okay?
Not so much.
No. Next year, should I not watch?
Wait till
baseball
next
this
year. Yeah.
Wait until next year. But I saw you wearing your Cubs hat, I think, in Europe a little bit. So you always
Yes.
bring that with you, right?
I'm always representing, but apparently they need more than a hat right now, huh?
And I know you've been in Europe, so I'm going to ask you this question: New York pizza or Chicago pizza? I always ask you this question.
Oh, Chicago pizza all the way. It's not only a pizza, it's a pie too. I mean,
Oh, there you go.
yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, but you're going to be in New York for a couple of weeks in July and August. You better get used to the New York pizza, though.
I know. I'm gonna have to get used to it. I'll be up to the challenge. No, I do like New York pizza, of course. Yeah, I'm coming to a new place that has just opened called Al Coro, and I'm going to be playing 4 nights a week there with a band, and it's going to be a blast. I'm so excited to be back in New York.
How did that come about?
Where is the restaurant, by the way, or where is the venue?
It's in Chelsea. Yeah, and it's really cool. It's a hybrid. It's really top-notch fine dining, and then they've also put a lot of resources into a really killer sound system and a big stage that is kind of elevated over the whole restaurant. So I'm excited to get in there and eat and sing in that order.
That's how we're talking to Sarah Nimitz here on Reach Out. Thank you for our Floridians out there. If you want to join in, please do it. 727-441-3000. Now, Sarah, this album came out, but you're also doing a lot of work behind the scenes, editing and social media. How do you have the time to do that? And you're very precise. Your attention to detail is second to none, and you put out some really great stuff. That's really important to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very hands-on. I really just like it. I think when you enjoy what you're doing, it makes it less like something you have to do. It's not like a to-do list that you have to try to get to the bottom of. It's just I love all of the different parts of this job, if you call it a job. So yeah, I'm always working on something, and I'm just trying to keep up with Robbie, who I don't think sleeps. I think he gave up sleeping.
He gave up sleeping, yes.
Well, she is just, I think Sarah is just a creative soul, born to create, and she's an artist in every sense of the word, an artist in everything that she touches. And there are parallels of people. I mean, you could look at Charlie Chaplin, who was an artist in that realm. You could look at Paul McCartney, who is an artist in that realm. And a few hands, Stevie Wonder, who had hands-on in every aspect of the art that they touched. And that indeed, I think, is what Sarah is. And as I said earlier, genius with a capital, is it a capital J? How about that?
I'll take it. A genius.
A G, yeah.
But Sarah, before we take it home with your song, Robbie, you have a video put together in England. Can you segue this so we could all enjoy this beautiful video?
Well, the greatest venue I've ever played, Sarah, is Royal Albert Hall, and I've had the blessing of playing it a number of times. And this last weekend, we played Friday and Saturday at Royal Albert Hall with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, no less. And the crowds it was just a love fest, and just an extraordinary experience for everybody on both sides of the stage, on the stage and around the stage. And I have a little video of some highlights from that, and it's really, well, you can experience it yourselves here. It goes like this. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Incredible, right? Woo!
It was pretty amazing experience.
Bravo. Bravo. You can feel the passion. And speaking about passion, you're single now that we're going to play, Sarah, before we take us home. How can people connect with you and listen to more of your music?
Yes. Hello, people. My name is Sarah Nimitz. So if you just go to sarahnimitz.com, you'll see my website, and it's got the links for all of the music. It's also available wherever you stream your music, wherever you buy it, it is there. So yeah, please check out the new album and the new single, Locks.
And talk about this single. How long did it take you to write, and segue us a little bit?
It started in a dark time called the pandemic. I was working with Linda remotely since people couldn't be in the same room, sending files back and forth. And this song went through a couple different iterations on its way to the single that you'll hear now. But it's just a song. I think we were looking ahead, trying to get to brighter times. And it's a song about empowerment and moving into better days.
All right. Sarah Nimitz, take us home. God bless you guys. And God bless all the people in Illinois. You both are in Illinois. I'm sure it hit hard what happened at that parade. So you're both Christians. Our prayers go out to all the family and friends there are suffering.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen. Sarah.
Look out, coming out of my box now. I've been picking at the locks now, and I'm on the outside. Deep breath, walking out of the shadows, following where the wind blows, taking my time. Like a weed from the pavement, shake my head in amazement.